throw the stuff on the floor and got the feet up on the wall and all that kind of stuff and talking crazy. That's not what a dojo is.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
that's
it's
what
not what it should be.
it shouldn't be. You know, but people have no reverence for what it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying?
I watched an interview with Khabib Nurmagomedov the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and he had just fought a fighter that he respected, and he said, you know, the most important thing is to listen to your coaches. It doesn't matter who you are. Go in there,
Sure,
clean up your dojo,
sure,
wash the floor, clean.
sure, sure.
And this is a guy who's undefeated and mauls people, and he still had that basic
That's humility.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And people probably ridiculed him. What do you mean? I'm not going there to clean my up and that kind of stuff. And then
Yeah.
that's why we are where we are as a whole. That's why people think that karate is just for little kids to play, and they mention it in the same breath that they do piano lessons. Oh, my kid does,
Yeah.
you know, he does taekwondo and he does piano, and it's like, come
yeah.
on, man. It's just like,
Like
jeez.
this woman told me one time when I was teaching at the boys' club, she wanted her son to have a black belt in 2 years. I said, well, you have to take him somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is not going to happen here.
Unless he's training 3 times a day, 7 days a week,
That's
and
the case. She's going to pay me some big bucks. Yeah, she's going to pay some big bucks.
yeah, he'd be there all day with that kid.
Exactly, exactly.
That's where it is. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, even with tournament fighting, it just looks like it's so sloppy looking. It just looks like, I mean, fundamental breakdowns in
yeah,
technique.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
That's why, in tournaments today, you have to, I don't want to say really hurt the guy, but you have to you have to be obvious with your kick or your punch.
right.
Leave no doubt.
That's the way it should be.
No doubt.
You should be able to hear boom, or
Mhm.
hear the
Mhm.
guy, oh, something.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
like, otherwise, you're not even learning the lesson that you're supposed to be learning. You have to learn how to get hit and not fall apart. No one likes to get hit,
Well,
but you
you
gotta learn how
tap
to.
into a different society of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They want to have, honey roll and coffee for breakfast and work out all day and wonder why they pass out.
Right.
You have to be up to snuff. To do the job. To do the work.
I think this is because we live in the era of the participation trophy. I think that's.
No, God, don't mention that. No.
It makes me crazy.
If
Like,
you didn't win, you don't get a trophy. Period.
try harder next
Try
time.
harder next time.
Train harder next
Yeah,
time.
train harder. But
And-
just because you were there, don't mean you deserve to be recognized.
I understand
Yeah.
that, like, in some places they have like the most spirit, or the most, like, I've seen that documentary, the Fighting Black Kings.
Mm-hmm.
It was from the 70s, and there's a Kyokushin tournament, open one in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And this brother went out there. He was like 5'4" and like 150 pounds. He
Yeah.
fought this big old Dutch dude that was like 6'4" and like 240 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger guy won, but it was competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And so they invited the smaller guy back, saying, if you guys were anywhere near the same size, the Japanese are big on spirit and fighting spirit.
Sure. Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
if you were anywhere near, this guy was a foot taller than you and,
Mhm.
90 pounds heavier or whatever.
Mhm.
If it had been anywhere near equal,
Mhm.
maybe the result would have been different. But you never backed off. You never quit.
Mhm.
I can understand that, but nowadays it's just like, well, he's there, like,
No. The whole thing is about spirit. The chatter that you make, the action that you give. And you say, God, that guy, he don't quit.
yeah, right,
You know,
right,
that's what you have to have. That you gotta have that don't quit attitude.
right,
You know.
right.
Uh,
And ostensibly, the martial arts, even the tournaments, are supposed to teach this. You go in there, learn how to measure up your opponent, kind of see their stance, check where their hands are, and impose your will upon them. But now it's like you say, you see them out there
not so
hopping
much.
around, and
Yeah.
they go out there hopping on one foot. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
God, someone just kick him in the ground.
Yeah.
It's upsetting because it contributes to we're
It contributes to softness.
Yeah, we
That's when
contribute to
you have
softness.
a class full of marshmallows. They can't get through halfway through a class. And I'm talking about young people.
yeah, kids that should be out
Young
there
people.
full of energy. They
Yeah.
should be out there sprinting back and forth like
Yeah.
zip, zip, zip.
Yeah. I mean, now if you all day long and you have nothing to do but train, I would be a little disappointed at the person who didn't demonstrate some kind of fighting spirit.
Right.
But now you have people who school, jobs, families to take care of, their parents to take care of, kids to take care of, all that kind of stuff. You know, so you don't have time to go out there and train that way. But if you are in that mode, you know, in other words, I mean, you know, you're a young person, you don't have anything to do, but go out and train. All right, then then you should be able to demonstrate 100%.
Right.
You know, you're out there doing your thing and knocking people out, you know, so to speak. You know,
or at least making your mark, like
at
something.
least making your mark. At least making your mark. Somebody said, "Oh, you never forget that guy."
Right.
You know.
Or I don't want to fight him. I may have gotten past him,
Right.
but I'd rather not get to the finals by way of that guy again.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's just not like that anymore, and I feel like martial artists are contributing to their own problems. The reason people disrespect martial arts is because people don't act respectably, and it's just watered down. It's just another. It's soccer lessons after school. You know, it's harp lessons. No disrespect to those things, but it's just like, oh, my kids do. It's like they're trying to build up their resume for their college application instead of learning anything.
What will happen is they have little Johnny go out there and take Taekwondo for 2-3 years, never have a fight, never have any kind of disagreement with somebody, which helps test his diplomatic skills, and then the fight would help test their fighting skills
and their heart even.
And their heart. But you go through class, oh God, I don't have to fight. I'm not getting a fight today. Well, nobody wants to get in a fight every day, of course not. But when it comes down to it, what are you going to do when it happens?
You have to at least know that you can.
You got to know that you can, you know, and that's what sparring is for. And not just that, but the question is, are you willing to be a victim? See?
My answer is nope.
Right.
Nope.
That's right. So I know how to kick and punch. Why should I be somebody's victim? Ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Ain't gonna happen. I don't care if you're man, woman, or child, blind, crippled, crazy. You're not gonna take me out.
Yeah.
No.
You better be willing to win more than I do, and that's a tall order right there.
Right.
It's like,
you know, it comes down to one thing: principle. Don't put me in the position to do what I don't want to do.
To you.
To
you. It ain't gonna happen to me.
It ain't gonna happen to me. It's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason why it does happen is because people go around messing with other people, and they breach a principle. Live and let live, be and let be. Use kind words. Keep your hands to yourself. People just forget all that. Just go over their head, and it'd be a lot more easier in their lives if they control their hands and control their mouths.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But see, those are the lessons that the kids are not taught anymore. Hold your mouth. Sit up straight. Go in there and apologize to that man or that woman for being rude.
Right.
You know, that's central point stuff.
Yeah.
And that should be at the core of every class. Respect and kindness.
Yeah.
And at the same time, self-defense. So if you love yourself, defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
I like it. Alrighty. That was a good episode. Alright. I'm going to wrap this up. For those of you who may be wondering, you can find us on our website at martialartsoakland.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram, all the major sites, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok under Thomas Martial Arts. But by far the most important thing, as always, is please be kind to yourselves and each other. And okay. Good stuff right there.